welcome to Zerift's Mental Health Vlog. I'm Zerift. How you doing? Today we're talking about gaming with mental health. So yeah, I imagine you have questions. What's that like? How do I deal with it? Let's start with what it's like. It's for the most part it's normal, except you have this uneasy fear that something's going to go wrong. And that's the truth of what's like with me gaming with mental health. I have not been in a single game where I don't worry something's going to go wrong. And it's sometimes it did and it goes unnoticed. But, I sometimes blabber about things that make no sense. And it's just, it happens. But I also found ways to deal with it. And the first way I found to deal with it, the first way, is taking the initiative, basically, pun unintended. Taking the initiative, basically, I push myself forward. I get myself out there, and I just show up. Basically, I just push myself to, which is an effort in itself, just to show up. And then the rest usually takes care of itself. So I show up to take the initiative is one. Number two is I prep. I prepare myself. Now I know a lot of DMs and a lot of players go, "Oh, don't over prep, don't over prep," but for me it helps to get my mind for all wobbly, all blah blah blah, timey wimey, and wobbled around, and makes it straight. It gives me focus. It keeps my head clear. So it helps to prep, like what character I'm going to play next week, or what am I going to DM next week, and I review that module, work on it, and to make sure I know it in and out. I do a lot of prep work, so prepping helps out a lot. So we got take the initiative, prepping, and lastly, thirdly, and certainly not the least, I have a support system. I have a group of friends who are there for me if I need anything. So if I need to talk about something, I talk with them about something. If I need to just need to be felt, they're there for just emotional support and so forth. So having a support system helps. So I have these three things: taking the initiative, prepping, and a support system from the community, which is why I'm very grateful for it. And that really helps out with the mental health and dealing with the problems. And now I'm not saying I haven't had some freakouts and so forth, but I've overcome them like hurdles, like they're just like things in the past. I mean, they don't hurt as much, they don't sting as much. But, it's okay because I had that last thing, my support network, who really didn't care what I did. They just, as long as I'm okay. So having a support network helps. Now, these are relationships I build over a year or two to become the support network. So it's going to take time to build relationships. So those first two, taking initiative. Taking initiative is the most important when you're starting out because you have to show up to these things. You have to show up. You have to push yourself forward. Like I had to be dragged by a friend the first time I started out of Interest League, and after a while, I uneasily came in, and as I noticed each time I came, the more and more I came out of my shell, the more relaxed and the more laid back I was, and all sorts of things. So starting out, taking initiative is important. Number two, prepping, that helps a lot. And in game and out of game. Gives you a clear, well, it gives me a clear mind and focus. I'm not saying this isn't going to work for you, but it worked for me. So for the second one. But the first one and third one definitely will help you out. So so take the initiative, prep, grow a support network. And your support network doesn't have to be people within the game store or gaming area. It could just be a friend. You can just bring a friend along to help you out, or a family member or something. So that's all I have for this vlog on mental health, gaming with mental health. I'm sorry it's so short. So this is Zerift signing off.